Hello, Renew Church. It's good to be with you, coming to you with a few announcements in the middle of this election week. I have no idea if the national election, the presidential election, has been called or figured out by the time you see this, but let us be prayerful. Let's be mindful of our neighbors who are probably anxious and either overwhelmed by it or apathetic by it. And maybe we can even reach out and say, hey, how can I pray for you? Do you have anxiety during this season? How can I be a good neighbor to you? Because the voting is done, and all it is, not only are we just waiting on the result, but we're anticipating what does it mean to be kingdom people. You see, a whole lot of things pose threats to our democracy, and those are rumors on all sides, so forth. But there is nothing that ever really poses a threat to the gospel, because the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, King Jesus, is the ultimate reality. And so we live as citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And God's kingdom is not a democracy. He is a benevolent monarch. He is a king. And so we obey and submit to our King Jesus. And so let us do that as we love our neighbors as ourselves. There's probably 1,000 and million creative ways to do that, but I just want to say that's why we live at this time, and it is an incredibly interesting time to be alive. That is for sure. Second thing is that we are planning our next regathering, as I'm calling them, November 15th. That's Sunday morning, 10:15. We'll also do the live stream as we did last time. And the additional thing that we have going on this time is we're trying to figure out how to have nursery. And to do that, not only in a safe way, but also just some simple policies. And maybe as you get this, you're like, hey, I'd like to volunteer for things like that. We certainly have a process. But if you're interested in that, or you have some questions, you can ask Grace Ruiz or myself, and we will get back to you as soon as we can about that. So that's November 15th. Registration is online. It will be linked with this video. And the registration is super helpful to help us to plan. But also you can register and say, hey, we'll be on the live stream. And so there can be some communication about that. Now the live stream comes on this same channel here on YouTube. But we're trying to figure out some even better technology. So the camera's in a different spot, and we get the lyrics to the songs in there better. Just thinking through all of the things. So thank you for your care. I'm making this. We haven't had our baby yet. I'm hopeful that during this week we're going to have a baby. How awesome that would be. But I do hope to see all of you in this teaching video that I'm about to shoot. And then the next thing is on the 15th in person or via the live stream. I'll be with you. We love you. We are with you. What an incredible time to not only be alive, but to especially be alive in Christ.